So it's midnight and we are locked in a train station. The lights randomly went off and the door's locked. And there's this really creepy ad playing on one of the screens that's like some Danish horror movie. So maybe we're the next Danish horror movie. This is wild.
Go.
We're going. It's a go. We don't need to stop. A mistake.
Oh.
This is a little creepy though. So we're just walking around the back. Get all the creepiness out of the way right now. It's an anticlimactic horror movie. Everyone is fine and no one dies. Oh, is that our train?
I think it is.
Sorry guys, we haven't died.
Yay.
All is well. I'll see you later. Update. We didn't die. We're on the train. Going to sleep now. Allison? Yes. Proof of alive and wellness.
I'm alive and well.
Very good.
You're welcome.
Betty Jo, alive and well?
Yes, I am alive and well.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna take me a big old nap.
Yes.
But look at this, it's a giant bag of bread.
I love Denmark. I love Mia.
I'm so sad to be leaving.
Goodbye. Sweet, sweet one. We love you. Italy will be great. It's hard to leave anywhere. Goodbyes are stinky. But it's not a goodbye. It's a until next time.
Yes.
At the airport now with our last Danish bread and butter experience. We're sad, but also happy to be eating bread and butter right now. Life's not too bad. Our first meal in Italy. It's in the airport, but pretty good. And my first Italian cappuccino. Amazing. Thrilled. Loving life. So we made it to Italy! Ah! I gotta be quiet because I'm on a bus. And vlogging in public is awkward. On our way to the bus station? Train station. We're on the bus. On our way to the train station. And from there, we'll go to Cinque Terre, I think. Yeah. Like, with a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Genoa, La Spezia. Cinque Terre. Scusi. Yeah. So, on our way to arguably one of the most beautiful places in Italy. So, we feel pretty good about things. So, yes. Increasingly getting more tired, but not dead yet. So, like, I'm not as crazy tired as I thought it would be. It's been a long day, but I'm doing okay. I had a cappuccino earlier, so feeling good. Ah, we made it to Cinque Terre! And it's so beautiful! Look at this. and it's stunningly gorgeous. However, it is treacherous and exhausting, but it's been, oh man, it's been beautiful. I'm so glad we did this. Yes. So it's a lot. We've been walking for probably an hour, and I have no idea how far we are from our town. We're trying to make it in time for a market, and the market ends at 1, and I think it's somewhere in the 12s right now. I'm not really sure. I think it's like 12:15 maybe. I don't know. So hopefully we make it, and if not, oh well. But it's only open on Tuesdays, so hopefully we make it. We survived the hike. We are now in the next town over. Hey Joe, you doing okay?
I've had a really good time today. I love the hiking, but these nice girls waited for me a couple of times.
Betty Jo was killing it. She had to wait for us a couple times.
Actually, I failed once, but it wasn't bad. I survived. But they fed me good afterwards, so that was really nice. And then the gelato, that was really good.
That was good. It was big and ricotta and cream cheese. And then sweet creamy wine. Yeah, we have not had near enough wine though, I have to say. Our first night we had fresh pasta and wine. I don't remember if we vlogged that or not, but we haven't had any today. So that's next. Good times. It is day 2 in Cinque Terre. Hello, Allie. And we are climbing on rocks right now. It's real fun. And we're waiting for our boat, our shuttle, to get to, let's see, we're in Rio Maggiore, which is the bottom of the 5 towns. And we're going to take a boat up to the top and then explore on our way back. So that'll be lots of fun. And we're feeling good. We just had delicious coffee and croissant and eggs, and it was, I could have a cappuccino and a croissant every morning for breakfast, I think. And especially if I get to look out on a beautiful small town and listen to Beyonce, which is what was playing. It was beautiful. Welcome. I made it. I'm not a scaredy cat. Oh, I am, but I wasn't. I made it. I made it. You made it. Okay, so we have just been on a glorious hike through the vineyards and mountains of Cinque Terre. It has been amazing. We hiked from Valestra, which is like halfway between Manarola and Cornelia. And so we took a bus up to Valestra and we hiked the rest of the way. We're almost to Cornelia. It's right in front of us, and oh my goodness, the views on this hike have been stunning. I think it's better than yesterday's hike. So, amazing. Hey guys, so it has been a day. I don't remember when the last time I vlogged was, but today we started our perilous trek to Florence. And honestly, I thought this was going to be like the easiest transportation, but I did not vlog a single clip because it was just one thing after another. The train station is like a 20-minute walk from our apartment, but we were like, we have all our luggage, we don't want to do that. So we were like, let's just take the tram there. So we get out of the train station, and there's a tram map and everything, and we're looking at it, and it's like looking at a board of Chinese. We have no idea what we're looking at.
It's like looking at a board of Italian.
Yeah. But worse, because I understand a little Italian, and I understood none of that board. But we were able to kind of ascertain that the board was not going to be going in the direction of where we needed to go. So we were like, tram is not the way to go. So maybe a bus. But then there's buses everywhere and bus stops everywhere, but we're like, how do we know where we're supposed to be? So we found a public witnessing cart, and we're like, please help us, we're your brothers, we're your sisters from America, help. And so they told us, they kind of looked at the map and they're like, oh, okay, this is a bit away, so this is what you need to do. So they told us, and we walked away, and we were like, wait, what?
Lost.
So, like, they got us, like, halfway there, and then we saw another cart, so we were like, let's ask them, just for a refresher. And they were so nice, and they're like, so good to meet you! But there's a tourist thing right behind them, and they're like, don't, like, they'll tell you much better than we will. So they told us basically the same thing that people, like the tourist section, told us the same thing that the first people at the cart did, but it was like they gave us a map and circled and wrote things down and
highlighted the route we should take.
Yeah, so that was much better. So we caught the bus, but it took a really long time for the bus to come, and we were about to just abandon that ship, and then the bus bumbles along, and it's this tiny little bus.
It's like a quarter of the size of a normal bus.
Yes, it was so small, and there were so many people that needed to be on that bus, and we had all of our luggage, and so we all made it on the bus, but somehow in the process of getting between the train station and off the bus, Betty Jo's backpack got completely unzipped, and there was stuff hanging out.
All of them.
Nothing was taken, which was strange, but, and like, we don't really think it was anyone actually on the bus because we were watching them, and they actually were super helpful on there. They're like, did you validate your ticket? And helped us do that because we forgot to do that, and noticed that her backpack wasn't zipped and helped us zip it up. And so I don't know, could have been, but so we finally made it to the apartment, and the apartment is beautiful. Okay, just to give y'all a little perspective, that is the pizza place, and that is the gelato place, and this is where the market meets. Like, could we have picked a better location? I am thrilled. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Ah! And a little room tour. Forgot to do that for the last place. This is what we've got. Sorry, our stuff is everywhere. So it is our last day in Florence. We're about to head to the tram station to go to Scandicci, where our last Italy apartment is. And we'll be there for like 2 weeks. So, and that's like 10 minutes away from Florence, so we can super easily come back. But we've had the most delightful day. It's been so good. So yesterday we walked around Florence a lot and past the Duomo and other big sites, and there was a lot of people. We were so tired, we were literally losing our minds. So we ended up just going back to the apartment and sleeping. Yeah, it was just necessary for us to enjoy anything. And then we went back out and got dinner, had pizza. It was delightful. So today we decided to explore some of the markets, or singular market, because we spent so much time there. We didn't have time for any of the other ones. And it was so fun. There was clothes and jewelry and food, so much food, fresh produce, prepared food. It was amazing. And on our way to the market, we found this little grocery store that is kind of like the Florence equivalent of Fresh Market, except not at all. Like so much better. And so after the market, we stopped to get these little sandwiches we saw and ate on our way back to the apartment to get our bags, because we had to be out by a certain time. So then we got our bags, we sat on the steps in front of our apartment and just chilled out
For over an hour?
Yeah, that was really nice. And then we came back to this lovely place and got more, like, second lunch, because the first was kind of light. And they gave us everything in a picnic basket for us to come upstairs. They have all these tables, and then outside they've got this terrace where it's
Big trees and olive vines and everything delightful.
yeah, it's where they sell all their plants. So, and there's tables out there too, but it's raining, so we sat inside. And everything was so delicious. The guy who owns this place is some very well-known chef. He's written several books and owns like 4
Restaurants?
restaurant
sort of
cafes.
situations.
Yeah, just various forms of food establishments.
And this was the cheapest.
And he
And
just,
therefore we are here.
yeah, he came up and talked to us and convinced us to get these little peach things that are basically just delights.
I like to describe them as the fruity version of tiramisu.
A peach liqueur soaked cake situation with this delicious peach cream on the inside. It looks like the peach emoji.
Imagine a regular peach, but instead of the fruity inside, it's cake and cream and liqueur.
It's so good. And he just convinced us to get them. And we didn't even know who he was at the time. And then we looked him up and we were like, oh dang, Fabio is a person.
Fabuloso.
Yeah. So basically, we've been having the most fantastic day. And now we have to do the hard thing, which is walk back to the train station. We hate the train station.
The train
It's hectic
station's the worst.
and we hate it. So hopefully we don't die. And hopefully we make it safe and sound to our apartment. So that's it for our little update. So we made it to our Scandici apartment, and oh my goodness, it's so good. Like, I'm gonna miss the perfect location of our last apartment and opening the windows out over the streets of troubadours and delight.
But we can hear some live music from here.
Yeah, I don't know where it was coming from, but it was a good time. And the apartment is so nice, and our hosts are so nice. They picked us up from the tram station because it was raining, and they felt bad for us having to walk. So they came and got us, and even though, the apartment is great. They left us so many things. We were planning on going grocery shopping, like pretty much as soon as we got settled, but they left us so much food that we're set for the next several meals. Currently cooking pasta.
We have breakfast for forever.
Yeah, they left us granola and cereal and yogurt and milk and coffee and tea and honey and crackers and cookies and Nutella and jam and just so many good things. Olive oil and seasoning and just all the good things. Pasta sauce.
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta that we're cooking now to eat. So we're gonna have din. Been working on our watchtowers. Gonna settle down with a movie. It's a good night. It's a good night. And tomorrow's Sunday, so I'm really looking forward to meeting the congregation. It's gonna be a good day. So, yeah, we'll see what happens next.